Hi, everyone. I'm David Verinder, President and CEO of the Sarasota Memorial Healthcare System. And ever so often, we like to get together and have a chat about what's going on in our organization, what's going on in our community, answer a bunch of questions that people have put up, and just talk about the overall health of our community and our healthcare system and what we're doing. So, with that being said, Allison, what did you bring me today?
Well, David, this is a special year, not only because it's our 100th anniversary, but the growth here really continues. So we went from a 32-bed hospital back in 1925 to over 1,000 beds now between our two campuses, the network of facilities throughout the region. What are some of the biggest projects that SMH is embarking on in the coming year?
There are so many things that are coming up. And one, I do want to recognize that it is our 100th anniversary, and we are going to have a lot of fun the rest of this year and have a lot of celebrations that we already have had, and we have a lot more coming up, okay? We have some great projects that are on the table right now. Probably the first thing that you'll see is the kickoff of our Northport Hospital. It'll be our third hospital that we have in our system. We will be kicking that off, the groundbreaking later in this year, and looking for opening in 2028.
That is a pretty big one.
Right. And you know, you go with that, it really rounds out our community. We have been putting so many more resources in the southern part of our community because that's where the growth has been. That is where our community needs have been. And we couldn't be more excited about the further development of Venice and the new construction of Northport. Obviously, when we're starting to build a new hospital like this, we're going to start building out a new team to lead that organization. We have been so focused on making sure we provide pathways for our employees to grow, to continue to advance their careers, and I'm extremely excited to be able to announce that Jeff Wessner, who is currently our Chief Operating Officer at SMH Venice, is taking over as the president role in Northport. So, internal hire there. Jeff Mangrum, who everybody knows from public safety, has agreed to come on. He has a nursing background. I think a lot of people don't even know that he was in senior nursing leadership in a well-known Tennessee organization before coming here, would like to get back into nursing, and he's going to take over our nursing care in Northport as well. So it's going to be the Jeff and Jeff team initially, and we couldn't be more proud of the two of them and thankful that we were able to have them step into those roles. While we're talking about South County, we have even more exciting news and more developments coming towards that. During our strategic planning sessions with the board, we have inserted a new IRF, so inpatient rehab facility in Venice, and most likely on the Venice Hospital campus. It is in development right now as far as the plans being put in place. We are very excited about getting that kicked off, and we hope to announce new construction projects coming along with that soon. We will have inpatient rehab facilities opening up in South County.
And it's not just South County. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on the Sarasota campus?
You know, we have been in this project of developing our cancer center for some time now. Very proud of that team, and one of the really monuments to that is going to be the new Millman-Cover Cancer Pavilion, which opens probably the first quarter of 2026, so, you know, sometime between February, March next year. And think of that as the outpatient side of our Brian D. Jellison Cancer Institute. So we will have a lot of physicians relocate there, both medical oncologists, surgical oncologists. We'll have radiation oncologists there. We'll have a new expanded breast center. We'll have 4 new ORs and a whole lot of other outpatient type services. This new pavilion really offers us the ability to round out our cancer services and continue on our journey to being the #1 provider of oncology and cancer services for our community. We are so proud of this team for putting this together, and we can't wait to see what's next.
So that's what's coming next. But we had already an exciting opening in this year on the Sarasota campus. Can you talk a little bit about the Kolschowsky Research and Education Institute?
We are super excited about the new Kolschowsky Research and Education Institute. It was really a dream of mine and a lot of other people to be able to have this one day. We're very grateful for Jerry and Karen Kolschowsky to have made this possible for us. It just opened in April. It's already exceeded our expectations of what it would bring. I go down there and I see that auditorium full of 400 people going through research projects, sharing ideas, sharing new concepts. We're bringing in companies that are looking at that research and looking at the ability to bring in new technology to our community, and all for the benefit of our community and our patients. And it is obviously, we've just been open since April, but the excitement around it is off the charts, and I can't wait to see what this does for the next 5 years.
So we talked about South County, we talked about Sarasota campus. What else is going on with some of the outpatient centers?
Yeah, we are still continuing to develop outpatient centers really all throughout our service area. Service area really being defined as everything south of the Skyway Bridge and north of Fort Myers. So we have a large region that we are trying to accommodate. I think one of the most exciting things that we did this past year was open the new Lakewood Ranch ER. It has surpassed our projections. We are seeing a lot more volume go through there than we thought we were going to be at this point. And so we're very excited about being able to develop and add more services to Lakewood Ranch and areas further north. So I think we're going to have some new exciting news coming out on other sites that would both be in Lakewood Ranch and further north and throughout Manatee County.
There are also initiatives happening behind the scenes. It's not just new buildings, right? Can you talk a little bit about what's going on behind the scenes that is really important, especially in this coming year?
Well, probably one of the most transformational things of all that we're doing is that in our EHR area, or what we're all calling the EPIC project. I think everyone probably knows that Sarasota Memorial is one of the very first organizations to adapt electronic medical records. It goes back 25, 30 years ago. That's the good news. The next thing is that we've outgrown our old systems. So we needed to evolve and get into a more advanced system, one that can connect patients, not just in our community with all of our physicians in our facilities, but also with communities across the country and even across the world. And you'll find that in the EPIC MyChart. Not only is this an amazing tool for our physicians and clinicians and staff in the hospital, but it's for the patients. Our patients will have access to their records, be able to do things that they've never been able to do before to manage their health and with their providers. We're going to be talking about that for a long time, but come October 2026, we're go live. It is such a huge lift that I just want to thank our teams for all coming together on this. It is a long journey that we're going to be going through, but it's an exciting one, and it's one that really matters to the system and to our community. And I just want to thank our staff for all pitching in with this.
So while the hospital is navigating all of these new initiatives, new buildings, new services, we're also, as a community, in the middle of navigating hurricane season. We talk about it every year, but how is SMH staying prepared?
Wow, Allison, you had to bring that up, huh? Okay.
We're not going to have one this year.
Yes, don't manifest hurricanes.
No.
So I think we had our fair share last year. I think that our community and more to the point for this conversation, this healthcare system, once again, led the community, showed what it takes to bring everybody together, and just really made an amazing contribution to everything. And we can't thank you enough for what you did and what you sacrificed last year. That being said, it's always a good time, I think is why you're bringing this up. It's always a good time to just sit back and make sure our plans are ready to go again. We have new people in our organization this year that weren't here last year. So let's make sure that let's just do a quick check, make sure we have our team A ready, our team B ready, make sure we have all of our processes and procedures in place. We will all get through this again, hopefully with just a lot of preparedness, but if it comes to needing to implement anything, we will be ready.
The dedication of Team SMH is really a common thread throughout the 100 years that SMH has been here. Can you give a preview of the 100th anniversary that you mentioned that we still have left to do this fall?
We have a lot of surprises coming up, a lot of different things that are going to come out. Probably one of the biggest ones is we'll do food truck, a special food truck event coming in late October, I believe, where we'll highlight the 100th anniversary. But we're going to have other things come along throughout the rest of this year to celebrate. We just want to take the opportunity to make sure we recognize the staff, not only that are here today, but those who got us here. All of us, myself included, are all standing on the shoulders of amazing people that put this organization together over the past 100 years, and we owe them all a debt of gratitude. You know, Allison, while we're talking about people who were fundamental in building this organization up over 100 years, I just wanted to mention one person. I had the opportunity to go to Dr. Duncan Finley's Celebration of Life recently, and I got the chance to know Duncan after he was CEO of Sarasota Memorial. I came here the year after he retired, and got to know him over the last 20 years. A phenomenal person, and I just think it's good to remember, you know, people that got us to where we are, and just a special thanks to his family for sharing him with our organization.
With everything going on at Sarasota Memorial throughout our entire community, it's we've covered the big hot topics, but we could sit here for hours just talking about what else is going on. So I just want to give you an opportunity if there's anything else you want to make sure we highlight today.
The one thing I want to highlight is our people. We have close to 11,000 employees now. We have around 2,500 credentialed medical staff members that practice here. We have 700-800 volunteers. All of them come together and make this organization what it is. We are not a collection of buildings. We're a collection of people that have a collective goal in mind, and that is to serve our community. At the end of the day, that's all it's about, is service to the community. We cannot thank our employees and physicians and volunteers enough that they come together and do that each and every day, and a lot of times just sacrificing their own personal lives for that. I also want to take just a quick minute and thank the community. Sarasota is a special place. Sarasota Memorial is a special place. We exist in conjunction with our community. Our community is so supportive of everything that we do and really lifts us up each and every day, and we just want to continue to thank them for doing that.
Well, David, thank you so much for taking some time to answer all of these questions. And I know, like I said before, we could sit here and talk for quite some time about everything going on. So thank you for taking time. And as always, as you mentioned, we thank our community. We thank everyone at Sarasota Memorial. And we look forward to another amazing year ahead and getting together to ask some more questions soon.
Thank you, Allison. Thank you.